It's my favorite book. It's a book called 1984 by George Orwell. Perhaps you could check it out in your soon-to-be jail cell. Now, would you like any beverages before we begin? No? Well, okay. Take a seat, please. Alright. I think we should start this all off by first reading off your rights. Now please pay close attention with your ears. You have the right to remain silent, but I still know what's on your mind. Anything you say and anything you think can and will be used against you in a court of law. You no longer have rights to a lawyer, but you may request for an emotional comfort object at any time. If you cannot afford an emotional comfort object using extra marks, one of a replicated cheaper quality will be provided to you at no additional cost. Now is your chance to prove yourself honest or face the consequences of your own crimes, to be decided by the judge. Don't raise your paw, just say yes or no. Good enough. Okay, now I'm just going to go through this book here, containing all of the crimes that you have committed, and all of the things that you are being accused of. I want to first ask you, are you aware of what you did on April 8th? No. Yeah, this is gonna be a long interrogation with you, isn't it? Look, I already know what you did on April 8th. It's written here in this book. If you could read here. Yeah. So, I want to ask, do you have any explanation for why you taught this? You know how bad that is, right? It doesn't matter. You had these thoughts. That enough is enough to get you convicted. To follow the law, you have to think the way that we think. Now, if you could please sign here on this booklet. Sir. Or is it ma'am? Doesn't matter. If I know whether you are guilty or whether you are innocent on anything that I say, you should be honest to a T. Yeah, your mind is definitely in a frenzy right now. I'll say that. Now, if you could please sign here, that would be great. Yep, right there. Yep, there we go. and which occurred on April 8th, as signed here. Punishments for this crime will be decided by the judge. Now, let's get into the second one here. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, this one's real bad. Give me one moment while I consult my book of law. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, what's that? Okay, I can get you a water in just a moment. Yes, sir. Could you please fetch me a water? Yes. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I was just earing in one of my colleagues that will be here shortly to provide you the coldest and most refreshing of water. I'm joking. It depends on just how honest you'll be with me on how cold and refreshing that water will be. And don't you worry, we check. So, you likely think in your head that whatever that you think stays in your head, that these things don't ever visualize, that none of these internal voices are ever heard. You'd be wrong. Now, please, if you will, take a look at the screen, and I want you to tell me, did you think that, or did you not? Are you guilty, or are you innocent? Look closely at the screen. Yeah. I don't think I need words for this one. You're definitely experiencing a lot of thoughts of guilt. Your ears perked up the moment you saw just how surprised you were that we have this information. There's no need to act. You can be upfront and honest with me, because I know it all. And you definitely know it all. But clearly, you are not an upstanding citizen. Those right there are thoughts. All thoughts that are against the government and our regime. It's very disgraceful. Do you not know how good of a leader we have? Jeez, you are frozen. I haven't seen someone quite as surprised by this as you are. Just maybe you're overreacting to feel an upper hand over me, thinking that I'm the one in the wrong. that's not how any of this works. Now, are you guilty of these crimes? I'm going to hand you the booklet here, just after I turn off this TV. Ah, here's the remote. Okay. Now, could you please sign here? Right there. Yes. Ah, beautiful. Quite a shaky signature this time, isn't it? Yeah. We've got a few more to go through. Now, if you would be patient, I'm going to take a sip of water here. And what I'm going to do is let you think a bit. No, don't worry. I'm not tapping into it this time. Just this once. You haven't forgotten anything earlier, right? Of course you haven't. Yep. Very honest of you. Okay. Now, isn't that the most refreshing sip of water? It tastes like a very, very clean government, of which none of the citizens fight against it. Let me tell you, you know the only things that fight against a perfect government are the ones that think differently of it. What we have going for us is perfect. It is perfection for humanity. It truly is. It is a shame that people, often very flawed, have to get in the way of it. Let me fix my tie. Okay. Now, on with it. Let's see. Give me a moment to read this. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, just put it right there. Yep. There's your water you've been asking for. Go ahead and take a sip before I get into more deeper questioning. Yeah. Oh, you like the TV, huh? Yeah. These are government-issued monitors. Perfect for projecting another citizen's thoughts onto. definitely be it in his room. Opening up about these things are of utmost importance. And speaking of that, I think it's time we talk about what you were thinking on March 23rd. Are you aware of the thoughts that you experienced on the night of March 23rd? Perhaps I should be more specific. They occurred at 11:42 p.m. Does that ring a bell? No. Well, you got really mad. I could sense it. You experienced a lot of frustration. And from that, you experienced thoughts. Very violent ones against another person. Oh, you didn't think that? Are you really, really sure you didn't think that? Look, it doesn't matter whether or not you truly acted on these thoughts. It is my duty to the people in this beautiful government and all of the infrastructure involving it that we protect everyone from lunatics. Now look, you're not a bad guy, are you? Because the worst people are the ones who lie and cheat. So, if you want to be honest with me, which you absolutely should, yes or no, did you have these thoughts? If you want the closer details of it, perhaps I can show you it here. Yeah. Just go ahead and take a deep look. I'm just going to be doing this with my fingers to keep your attention. You seem to be in a daze. It must have been the administered drugs. Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah. We now administer drugs. I can't legally say which ones, but it's the future. The best and beautiful future. So, are you gonna give it up? Yes or no? If yes, please put your signature right there. And here's your pen again. Sorry I keep taking away from you. Good. Yeah. I can tell that one from a mile away. You know, I want to say you've been really incredible so far. Not many of the people that we bring in for interrogation are as honest as you. Now, what I'm going to do here is check my database for unrelated reasons. And as a briefer, I know this is a lot for you, so just lay back and take more sips of that water. Let's see. Yeah. There we go. Alright, I'll go ahead and exit out of that there. Sorry about wait, I know you probably appreciate it. Yeah, this is a lot for someone to go through, really. So it's best we take our time. It looks like we have a few more to go through here. Perhaps I go ahead and ask you about another incident. Okay. Yeah, we really need to talk about this one. This one hits very, very close to home. It seems you have a certain distaste for our government agencies. I've seen the posts you have made. Yeah. It's very, very damning evidence, to say the least. But you shared your great distaste in your own mind for the police, for the way we run things, for, in general, how quote-unquote totalitarian they are. What you don't realize is that control is only a part of this scheme. What you don't seem to realize is we have a very good reason to put our citizens under this control, because under this control they are truly safest. A true, upstanding citizen would find themselves being very grateful of what they have. Our leadership brought us many changes, and all of which are the best for you, the best for me, the best for everyone. So it's a shame. Now this one is very related to the first one I brought to you. Yeah. But this is a different charge, and this one's a heavier one because you seem to have a particular hatred for one of our sheriffs. Would you happen to know which sheriff? Again, we want to be honest here. It's about being honest. more lenience on his sentencing. The court of law does not appreciate liars. Allow me to take a sip of water before I get into the further details. Now, I'm leaning into you for a reason. What, Sheriff? And look me in the eyes, please. It may not look like I have any, but I can see everything. That's right. Very good. And now, I want you to take a further step and explain to me just what you wanted to do to the sheriff. You are brutally honest, and I really appreciate that, you know. It's okay, you can sink back into your chair now, but not for long. I'm gonna need you to sign here once again. Let me get the booklet. Yes, right there. Yeah, the line's a bit different on this one. This one carries heavier charges. But because of your honesty, it may be shortened for just a little. And here you go. Very nice. Very good. Now, on the topic here of governing bodies, you carry another accusation of being against our beautiful companies, our beautiful government-ran companies. And amidst of all these protests going on, you have the cause to carry a certain dislike for our neural technologies. You are aware that this is a crime, right? Once again, you are blatantly lying to my face. You say you don't know, but in your mind, you are having the thoughts of, well, I was never told it directly. However, I heard it elsewhere. Isn't that right? It may be more subconscious, but you are definitely aware of what you did. Yeah. I will give you a moment to process that. Oh, you're asking for the time. Well, right now it is currently 2:56 a.m. just takes a little bit of effort to get you to be honest. But you're being honest. Okay. Now, what did you say about this neural communications company? That's right. You seem to carry a lot of opinions about this intrusiveness of our government. It's, once again, a crime shame. We've worked very hard to give you something amazing, and it falls underappreciated. But I am very confident that through the sentencing and whatever the judge orders, that through time you will grow as an adult. You'll go mentally from a kitten to a full-grown cat, and you will realize that all of this does make sense, and we are all playing the long game. It doesn't matter what happens in your lifespan, it's about the progress that we make over many. That's correct. Okay. That's good. That's very good. Okay. Now what I'm gonna have you do is sign here. Yeah, you're gonna have to make this one smaller. You're... Oh. That one's a little sloppier, but it is taken nonetheless, as I have recorded your mental data, to which all point towards a yes rather than a no. Yeah, one moment please. We can take another breather here. Hey, don't be so down. What you've done is a good thing. It's a very good thing that you're coming clean about this now. Yeah, it's gone very appreciated by me. Okay, I see. It does appear that you still have some memory left in you. You want your emotional comfort object, don't you? That's a yes. Okay. And what is this object? A Rousey Delta Root plushie. Huh. There must be some new video game IP, perhaps. I will get that ordered for you in just a second. Okay. You can go back to relaxing now. Hello, sir. Yes. My as their emotional comfort object. Yeah. Oh, we do have them in stock. Okay, perfect. Okay. I'll go ahead and type that out to get that ordered. Thank you very much, sir. Bye-bye. Okay. There we go. Yes, don't worry, we'll have that ordered in just a moment. We carry some of the best delivery technologies ever, really. The freight trains go faster than ever now. Yeah, you wouldn't believe it. Takes just a few seconds. Straight to our government buildings. Okay. Oh, hello there. Yeah, look at this. I was just telling about the beautiful technologies we have with these new freight trains. Yeah, it took only a few seconds, didn't it? Yeah, sure did. Alright. I hope you don't mind the quality of this one. Apparently they had to very, very quickly 3D print this. What do you mean? Well, I guess your memory didn't serve this too well. I can definitely tell that. But yeah, just because we have something in stock doesn't mean we can keep it. You know, we have to newly produce these things because we have top of the line waste management that disposes of anything that isn't made of synthetic materials. And according to these lines here, these contain cotton and very silky fabrics. Yeah, it shouldn't come as a surprise to you. Definitely not. So, I'm going to ask you one last, arguably very serious question. Now, how would you say you feel about me? What would you say are your emotions about me as a person, about me as an interrogator, and about me regarding all of the really bad things that were brought upon by you? Yeah, very negative, isn't it? Look, I appreciate your honesty. You will be, of course, sentenced and tried by a judge for these here signed documents, these crimes you have committed, and from there, through our judicial process, you will definitely serve jail time. That's for certain. But don't you worry, our jail cells are very top of the line. You got that, pal? Yeah. If you will, take these it's on the way out. Yes, these ones right here. And you're going to pass it on to the feller standing next to the door, and he will take you on your way out. Thank you for spending this time with me and being honest with me, and best of luck. You won't need it. Yeah. Hey, I'm just saying, you know, you gotta respect him. I love an honest client. It makes things so much easier. Yeah. And the guy that came in before him, he was a real knucklehead. He couldn't crack much. I would have felt wrong leaving it on a note like that. So that's why I'm coming in here in the end to say thank you for watching, and I hope you sleep very well. Perhaps even have a sweet dream. Who knows? Any and all of the above. Thank you for watching.